baby one, baby two. Check baby one, baby one, baby one, baby one. Check the check, baby. Baby one. Check baby two. Check baby two. Lag check. All right. Different sound effect. Might as well. No one's here. Oh, someone's got one bar. I'm like, I must. I had to. I was like, I have to do that. With this type of mic, you gotta understand why I got this mic. Precisely because it was old school. But this is improved. Like I said, you have to be like right here, the one moving right now, looking at it. You can kind of, but I don't hear it, right? In my headphones as easily. So you test it out, and that way you can record in multiple environments. Set, got the tickets. Am I here now? No. I don't know where I am. I'm gone. I'm on planet Zuba. I don't know. Oh wait, I'm in Utah. If you remember the time back, I told you I went on an exploratory through the Salt Lake Cemetery, right? Through all the big time, the private security for Joseph Smith. Well, anyway, now that that pause is over, we found his security's grave site. Okay. It was like a white obelisk, kind of sandstone type, almost washed away with weather a little bit, but pretty tall. That was Porter Rockwell. That dude was serious. He was like the enforcer. I don't know. So the old school guys was a lot different. I heard there's some old story like a wagon full of people left town and they waited for them to get a certain distance, right? And then I guess the story goes Brigham Young called out to the hit. So they hit the whole group, something else. But the thing is, you get corruption, right? Just like breasts. I hope that the internet is really smooth. Okay. I do tomorrow. I saw you on the horizon. You were waiting on the dawn. Tears ran down my face. Think I saw you in a dream more than one time. Think I saw you in a dream. In a dream. Think I saw you in a dream. But only if you got the visual. Here we go again. Froggy as I am. They changed it to a U, and I'm taking back the old Volvo. Run by the way. And I don't just say it to say. I'm calling ancient grandmother on the way. Grandfather in the woodland bee. Power blows away on the sailing wave. See, well, she knew I was going down. Said I, Captain I, the High Kitty Commander, and the High Kitty Commander on the way. Best respect, 'cause she gonna pick me up in the mothership. Gonna pick me up in the mothership, baby. 'Cause when the High Kitty Commander says something, you know, it's like water gun. Oh, and hear it fall to the ground. All day, you're not so fall to the ground. Said I heard the storm fall to the ground. I'm drumming all day, all night. Come on, yeah. How are we gonna say 45? Ooh, you know what we gonna do? Holy shit! I got 55% master recording. Whatever I can use as an antidepressant. You're like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Biff is president, and he has the almanac, and we're deep shit. It's all over anyway. The rich people decide which billionaire should we vote for. Oh no, God knows. Well, look, this is my opinion. Bernie will never be president. I'm sorry. Just too old, Holmes. Now, that other lady, she might do it. I don't know, but I'm thinking old Trump is taking over. You're like, I thought you said you weren't political. I'm really not. I'm kind of making fun of it. You know what I'm saying? What else can I do? I'm like, rich people you want to be when you grow up, but if you need, if you're not, you need, not, rich man, you never gonna be president. Either you're a rich man, you'll serve one. Which way, son? Well, I'm a root down, poke soul. See the say I can go as long as they don't take me away. 'Cause I can feel your heartbeat in the woodland. Yeah. 'Cause everybody knows the true powers of folk souls are 100% all the way. I said, have to be careful. If I don't blast it, it won't. Maybe it'll last longer. Because last time I lost a bunch of time, and I've been noticing that, like an hour, like big chunks. This is my thought of a possibility and theory. Okay, live time, and literally feed it along the singer's vocal cords. Using. Oh. Wow. Woo. Give me a second on that. They could literally copy your voice in live time and reproduce it somewhere else. Okay. So let's say you're not the greatest singer, and you could say, take Michael Jackson's vocals and put them over the top of somebody else, whatever. Change it just, slightly. It's literally a pre-record. And so they can tour because they are expert lip syncers. See, back in my day, I think it was the Milli Vanilli Big Deal or whatever, they got caught. And it was actually two other people singing. And that's what I'm talking about, like doppelganger. And so if you get in a habit, I don't care, I'm just going to talk about it. Let's say you astral project and you leave your body. Guess what? It's open. Because you're not there. See what I'm saying? Why leave your body? Your energy radiates out anyway. The web of word or weird. I like to say it that way. I know it's not correct. I know word is correct, as I have been told, and I agree. I will listen. Say word up, baby. I'm just an old man. That's what they said. But I can still run. Little bit gray in the wolf now, but wise up with the way it. Woman of the way, I know it's a mystery. Join. It's easy on the way. Easy on the way. Deep down in an inner chamber of a folk soul. Say, freedom, frequency. Don't overlay your doppelganger in me. It feels like a hollow shell. Hot beams, a hollow cave. My body's mine and my folk soul is free. You gonna take me no way, no how. Folk soul. Must we? Is my ship coming in? Or my ship coming to set sail on the wave? Did I make it? I hope so. Nope. Okay. Do not let the gods know we're here. You mean I'm the ones that what? I'm the one that told you. How many robins are there here anyway? Well, right now, just this one. But this robin is many robins in the same robin. I think my click. I don't know how many years ago was it. I'm like, okay, let's look this up. And I'm like, what? I think I don't know. True. I have no idea. Probably Lord. The answer, right? It is imbued with virtue's flame. That is what it is. It is pure, and that obliterates anything in its path. Flame is protective love over innocence, an unstoppable force, right? Infinite love, no matter what. That's Mama Bear pissed off times infinity. The sword itself can consist of pure spirit or soul light. What is soul? Light would be absorbed into density, right? Affecting the weather patterns of the earth, correct? Huh? Earth sciences, that's central. That's ancient root right there. Planet of the Vulva. Planet of the Vulva. Saw you. I was way too close to stay yet. Well, under one. Oh, deep down sad. Was deep down sad. Backed off the mic. And thank you for coming back. So I have to sit by myself. Like, I have no words to how powerful those beings were. There is no word except wow. Lower this just a slight. But I really like this mic, by the way. You know, to the rich people, they might not appreciate it, right? Because it's easy for them to get stuff. When you not get too excited, I have to back off the mic or I'll blow the mic. And that is simple. Specifically, acoustic, guitar, and you can get a clean sound. In my back, it's too much. Back it off. Backing off the mic. backing off the Mikey. So sorry. Anyway, so figured out how to do the most cost-effective studio, and you can do that with an acoustic guitar amp and one clean sound. So if you're doing broadcasting, you can run a USB cable to the back of the guitar amp, okay? And then you have a Bluetooth signal that runs, right? And you have Wi-Fi. So, greetings, a field. I don't think that second person's doing that. I have no idea. Somebody could see. Oh, you're such a bum. What a bum. Did you see that? Again, the second person came in. They popped out. The signal dropped. And I'm like, ah, busted. That was when Angelina Jolie was young. Oh, God. Matthew Lillard or whatever. Who else was on there? Oh, yeah, that dude that was in what? Batman Forever. Played Robin, I guess. I don't know if I claim tights, Robin. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I do not claim tights, Robin. I don't know. 1960s Batman and Robin, what do you think? All right, something else. So I was showing you a book earlier called Staying Healthy with the Seasons. And so here it is. Got this when I was in school some years back. You can see it. So that you eat according to the seasons to provide. Like one thing I do is I will try to reduce, especially dairy in the winter, because really sick once some years back. No. Anyway, I got pneumonia. So at one point, I look outside and it looked like someone standing there. You could say I hallucinated that, but I don't think so. It felt weird. But you get said, walk up, can't get too excited. To a person, you get a vibe, right? It's the feeling and the body language most of the time that will tell you the truth. The same reason your mom knows when you're lying. I didn't take the cookie from the cookie jar, mama. And she's like, what's that crumb on your hand, son? Cat cow with your hand in the cookie jar. She said, I forgive you. Just help me bake some more cookies in the morning. I will. Gonna bake them up, you know. Hot and cold. Earth and stone. I was standing on. Won't stop, no. I feel you on on the breeze, on the breeze. I was going for the light touch on that one. But everything in between is like colors on a palette wheel. I came to the fire to offer something for the children that fell away. Some loose stubs in the fire. It's an offer to remember forevermore. Nasty as the world, they say. Why'd you throw that in the fire? That you remember a love forevermore. That was for the children. He did. Last night, lady, I already did. If it is proper that I should call you a lady, that is. I know what ladies are, but you know, you might not be one. But most ladies I know, ladies, you see. Old three stood by the bar. They said, around here we blow up crystals because we are powerful. Yeah. There's a whole group of people in a room and then they explode the crystal. That I, said the cat. I think I just sit in my backyard, play some music, sing a song. And the heart root down to mine, and hail the folk soul of the rhythm forevermore. Was a root down, oh, it was a root down, oh. There was a time I said I could see. See you on the way. See you're on the way. I think I saw you in my dream, sitting high. I was waking a little rough. I didn't know what it was, but she knew. She was even there in my dream. Said I did not look at you. Said I'll come go next time. You're gonna project into my dream and tell me a story. But it better be the truth this time, I hope. Said it will be. I could see you in the field of green, musing on the way. Bridget, Morrigan. I'm just gonna be myself. I can live in fear, have courage, survive, have courage. You're like a howling hound, you said. Yeah. But it was then. The greatest warriors from all the tribes came. It was all everyone unite, or the clans, aye. Well then, call the queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, quieter. Crystal spinning round, levitating above the table. I think there was a language inside. I'm not entertainment. Nope. It's hard to be born a freak. At least that's how I feel. Go to the peak and lead. I'll be coming. Be coming on. Well, reach love. But it's true love, nothing at all. And that's for real. It's what I told them when they came calling my way. True love to stay. But if you are, be 100% all the way. Sing deep down, quiet on the breeze, baby, come on. Quiet on the breeze, oh. How do I know if she's the one? When? Is she love? Yes. Is she very good? Then she is the one. How do I know if she is not? She will have no love. Aye? Aye, he does. Even deep in the woodland, soft as a spring breeze, easy on the edge, reason, sanity, whatever that means. I don't know. Well, they told me if I don't think the way they do, they lock me up, never grow. It's the green man looking for a lady of the green sleeves, yeah. Way down, named for Robert is Robin, and I am Robin Isle Woodstone. Yes, I say that. Easy on the road, polarity on me. And they come a circle around when you put them both together. See, and rub it all around. Shows the full moon is round. And the hawks fly overhead. Little squirrel looks to me like it's an ancient wisdom. The way it went back to the bushland to do what a squirrel can. Red like fire. Two more hawks coming my way. Staring at the ground. Said, head down. My head up cold. In my cold. Morrigan, Morrigan, Morrigan. Reaching on the way. Poet's hand, guided by the muse, and mountain on ridge line. Welcome to Utah, to the Wasatch Mountains. Is an instrument making school. There is a violin making school, okay, in Salt Lake, right downtown. It is one of the oldest instrument making shops in the United States. Did you hear that? So here, classical music is bigger. Why? You have, Symphony Hall downtown, for one. Right next to, you've got the giant Mormon temple. I call it the castle. That's what it looks like. It looks like an old school, like fairy tale castle. I don't know. But the base of that sucker is solid granite. Yeah. Ain't getting through that shit. Then we also have the giant records up in the mountain. Okay. Wow. I'm pretty sure they've got a seed bank as well. So you're talking access to any and all records available worldwide. We are the number one research place for that. So I will explain something about, let's say, Mormonism. I'll put it this way. And how Mormons, as I stated, the number one place to research family line. Why do you need to be here? You know what I'm saying? And what I would want to do is to go down, you go look around. Now, I said what I said, but how Mormonism works is like this. Even if you leave, they have records of your roots. Hold on. This includes your baptism records, all this shit. But there are these sheets my dad had, were like this big, like by this. But now what I'm able to do with a program is simply print out the pie chart. But that's why my father, who spent many years physically going down there and to find records. Technically, I'm on the records, though I do not practice that religion or want anything to do with its philosophy. They still, one, send a letter of resignation stating that you do not have faith in that religion, hence relinquishing membership. Option two, you're not going to church that you can actually evolve into a god. So it's like, where do they get this from a constant basis? But you see here, I had to really fight for a personal identity where people depended on them and they help each other. What I didn't have help. I got you got maybe a friend here or there or a wise person that you know, but I was never into like, I'm gonna be in a group. You know what I mean? Because it's always someone trying to control shit, right? I will wield the energy, god damn it. And then it's like Napoleon shows up at your fucking circle. It's like, let me suck your energy. And so I'd rather go play music in the park, right, with my friends. And we've raised some freaking amazing energy that way. But it was positive. And why was it powerful? Because it was positive, because it was love. You see what I'm saying? Because we cared about each other as a group. And so back in the 90s, before Video Jackson live, that dude was like, what the hell? The holy shit. Anyway, a lot of good bands. And even early 90s, she has this almost vulva-like look to her, or she's witchy. I know she is, but people are into what they're into. And you kind of get this Hollywood version of, I'm a witch, whatever. But I liked her because she sang with passion and she had feeling. It didn't matter how many times she sang the song. She could sing it with passion each time and not be a robot. And she had to fight to release her first bloodletting album in full form without it being changed from the beginning to the middle to the end. And you get a whole group of people, and if they want to like claim your contribution and say it's theirs, or maybe they'll change. I just changed the lyrics a little. So I find it as a creative person to acknowledge that and do it specifically so that person knows. I might not acknowledge them in the group because they didn't make the same effort, right? Because the way I was raised with a single mom, I had to learn to be very independent. And the only way I could play guitar is to go get a little job, right? My first little bit of money, I was working at a Japanese restaurant and trained as a chef for a year between 15 and then the restaurant closed. But because of my dad's strict raising, I walked in there and immediately head chef, who was a traditional Japanese chef from Japan, he liked doing his job. And that I love telling the story. One, there we go. Anyway, Japanese restaurant called, I'm going to lean back, the 47th Samurai. Yep, that was one of my first jobs. And he asks me, you know how to use knife? And I was like, I bowed, my head a little bit. He goes, because I asked him, I go, hey, can I cook myself one of those thin steaks? He goes, oh, you want to cook? Right there, he knew. Why? Because I cooked the steak. And he never gave me shit because he respected my work ethic. You go and do the genealogical research. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because every time you go up, it's expanding into a larger pie. Not to be too loud, but just looking at the men, even the women look tough. You're like, whoa, because they don't have a shit ton of makeup. You'd be sweating that shit into your eyes. Personally, I find women beautiful just naturally. I don't care Like all the makeup shit to me is like light natural makeup might be all right, but Tammy Faye make identifiable what their face looks like. Okay, and in a survival situation, pretty princess ain't gonna do shit. So we need vulva and shield maiden. But you know, I think you could be feminine and be badass at the same time. Just saying. Or I can be masculine, be smooth like a gentleman, right? Somehow. And I better be, you know, an active lifestyle. That's why I look like this, and I don't have a big belly. That's why I look like this, and I don't have a big belly because I committed to that as a teenager. So that lazy kid in the back, my boss walks back there, Yasu. That was his name. And as I said, 100% Japanese. It was, it's like, either I like you or fuck off. Well, he was a leader, not a boss. Yes, he was a leader. He would teach you how to get better. We were cooking at those U-shaped tables, right? As far as that went. So he's like, you don't juggle knives. Now, they might like hit this back flip boot up, and a couple of our chefs were really good aims. They literally just land it right in your mouth. It's cool. Anyway, so meanwhile, back, Yasu walks back there. He's not washing the dishes, and he looks down. There's this long stainless steel counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm counting down. Let's turn this down. 2 hours. There we go. We're going down to 30. We're going down to 25. At 25. At 25%. Maybe that will help. Anyway, he is, so he didn't have to do anything else, right? Yasu looks and he knows immediately because he takes a picture every time he walks in the kitchen and sees everything on the computer. What do you mean? I actually would prefer to talk to a lady than talk to a goddamn fucking. It's, in my opinion, is fixed. That's right. The winners are fixed in advance, and they can shave, baby. They can shave because they know in advance who's going to win by code, baby. Like, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, be careful. Hey, good. I turned the volume down. Look, better signal, right? Last salad bowl. See this? Imagine this is filled. Looks down, kind of grabs the salad bowl, and he does this. And I can believe, I think my friend was like 14 something. And he goes, "Wash dish, motherfucker." And he slid it so fucking fast down the counter into the sink. And he looks up and he's like, "You're fired. Get out." He literally fired him on the spot. He goes, "Robert, will you quickly wash dish? Because I could kick." And he was talking about concussion. This is interesting. In the meeting, Tony Fox said that he had had something like 20 or 30 concussions. But this is what he said. He said, according to your genetics, some people handle shock. Women have a thicker lining in their body. But he said, with other people, they might get Alzheimer's or memory loss or shit like that. But Tony Hawk, he won't. Well, I'm like him, obviously. So just, little extra talk. But also, I've already stated that I have a rare uh, blood type. But I know that with women, it has to match. And that's why I sit with the gold and be over here. So it gets to the point where you're like, well, guess they don't give a shit about me. I'm just fucking, yeah, there's no money, who cares? But that point, running a business, I can see that. Probably like a personal letter your grandmother gave you, right? Or your grandfather or whoever. And then I look at it like, why even invite me on? So thinking ahead, you need to do a special and emphasis, say, on me, putting a focus on what's important. Now, why is genealogy important in family bloodlines? When my dad was a researcher, play guitar every day like I do. No. But I probably know more than the average person because of my father. That I had a direct druidic line, and I do. Because I have Welsh, Irish, Scottish, English, German, let's see what else. Swedish, Canadian, Swiss. Keep thinking. Some French. Hypo negative. And what parts of the world have that blood type? Now, here's another theory. Typo negative males are alphas. Why? Because we are universal. That means we could be with any woman and it will not affect the outcome of the birth. Both parents are rhesus negative or both parents are rhesus positive, in my opinion. Admixture. You end up with an admixture, right? In most families. Like in my oldest. So, and then my then two younger sisters. So I grew up being used to watching out for my sisters. I learned to pay attention at an early age. Time to go. Cause when the predator comes round, better be watching close by. And I'm calling the huntress. She's on the way. It's time rising on the dawn. Rising on the dawn. Hey, you know what? And this is what I wonder. But knock on wood, Utah so far has not had any of the major riot bullshit like Oregon and, like in New York, wherever. Um, but I don't know, which would reprogram you not to be gay. And so got outlawed this year. And like as I told you here, it's like a very polarized. Either, like I said, you're hyper conservative, or right, and then you go down to say local park for drum circles. You got some local pagan. They were my friends. It's not some weird group. You know what I'm saying? Where we're hiding somewhere, doing some weird shit. We were raising positive energy. So I would notice that as we drum, we lock the beat as they circle around. When we lock the beat, I could hold the flame, and they come to circle around. On the flame, on the flame, on the flame. Way deep down, deep down, deep down. And hold the flame. When the birds come a circle around, oh, see I'm in the sky, eagle in the sky, hawk and falcon above, oh. So I guess those of us who escaped Mormonism held. So that'd be funny. Programmed these guys are by the time they're like 18 or 20. And I'm like, okay, I guess I am different because both of my parents are not originally from here. But I didn't know that. And so these girls decided they would bully my sister into doing their homework. Okay. She got tired of it. And so she instead of getting help, she stayed in that position and then started failing out of her classes intentionally so those girls would leave her alone. I never knew about that till years later. I'm like, I would have been to the goddamn motherfucking principal in about 2 motherfucking seconds. Now that's my street mode because I get mad. I hate arrogant people like that. Men, women, who cares? It's like wake up to reality and learn. Love matters for real. That's why that was my first. And one person was ejected through the windshield. The other car was completely crushed. So the person ejected did most likely had serious injuries or did not survive. But that is called discernment and decision making. It's an extreme version of it. I still have the video, but I took that footage. They're no longer on my channel available. And that was pretty cool. But I looked down the line and I'm like, God damn, I got a lot of teeth compared to these people. I still got all my shit down here. It's just right here is where it went, oh, bam, and just shattered. See stars, right? But I look at the hockey players and I'm like, hey, you're like, well, why don't you just get implants? Because that's fucking into my goddamn bone all the way up to some teeth. I don't know. Bake something out of, plaster. I don't know, something just put in. I don't pain needles in your mouth and shit. No thanks. We're almost done. Thank you for hanging out. I'm like testing the lag. So I hope this helps you. You can see. And when the lag clears, This probably looks blurry and sounds choppy. On my end, it looks clear, but because the recording signal is affected, it may not. Yeah. But the University of Utah is more of a mixed crowd. Okay. Versus BYU, where you have to, the University of Utah started sending us gifts and other things. But he had to take care of my grandfather. So. You know, my grandfather's Alzheimer's got so bad, literally drove a block from home and got lost. My dad had to go find him. He saw the truck parked there. He couldn't remember where he was. A big reason why people get Alzheimer's is, maybe he had harsh treatment, messed him up, you know, just grinding harder. But he died a long time ago, but I didn't get a chance to know a lot of extended family. Maybe my grandmother, who lived into her 90s, is Irish Swedish. And then whoever was here that showed up saw it. And if you weren't here, then you didn't see it. Serious. I'm gonna start doing that. Just for certain special. You know, they say George Washington was Northumbrian. I guess. The 2 hour mark. Hopefully they don't cut off like the bottom hours. I feel like Indiana Jones, where I gotta slip under the door right before it slams down, right? Grab my hat at the last second, my whip. Maybe I'll get myself a really beefy classical. I don't know. I just really like the sound, and it's one of the easier to it, right? But I made a point from an early age to not just like that. You heard that harmonic, right? Anyway. But what do? You actually have to go down there, but it is one of the it is pretty much the largest one, one of the major ones. Records, new records available, things like that. But I think you have to say, okay, I will spend X amount of time researching this, and that, so you have a wheel of study. That's kind of how I would do it. What is this? Irish and Gaelic. Teach yourself, right? It's easier to do spoken word, but okay, I found this book. I have this book. Right. Most people don't know well, the people that I have, oh, and then I have an Irish, English, easy reference dictionary. But like with languages, Irish. And then I learned the differences between the dialects, right? One major one that I would really like to see covered is elf. If that is one of the roots to the, but you know, everything's so multi-layered with research anyway, and you can get spun off on a tangent. But uh, knowing what types of foods you need to start eating in preparation, right? Knowing how to reduce acidity using alkaline methodology. And so if your immune system is attacking itself, like what happened to my friend who ended up in a wheelchair from fibromyalgia and get blood clots to the heart. So he's kind of stuck in a rock, in a hard place, right? And he died in his early there to help him with whatever for a number of years. If he needed groceries loaded in, whatever, help dressing a wound or what it's like a scrape. Yeah, that could, you know, you really have to clean the wound because their immune system's affected. I survived. I survived that pneumonia. And that was serious. And I have never, right? Get off in about 60 seconds or so, maybe 8 seconds. I can make it to 85. You're like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this will be a test. We'll see how much I get. If only like half of this actually uploads, you know what I mean? But I've been noticing a lot because you don't always see the gaps in the feed. And so you're like, oh, okay. So here we go. Let's see. We got, now 60 seconds to 2 hours. I know. Burning deep down in